Let's see if this works. Hi guys, and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. Today's Fish Fan Friday is going to be a little different. It is going to be a live video instead of the normal pre-recorded update, because I thought it would be really cool to just kind of let you guys see my fish live, let you see them as they are. We're starting to get people in here, which is really excited. Hi everyone. Everyone's saying hi. That's super awesome. I thought that besides giving you guys an update on my fish for this Fish Fan Friday, I will also be showing you my first ever piece of fan mail that I received, and also I'll be doing my usual updates on my fish. Maybe I'll feed a couple fish so you'll get to see them a little better, and then I'll show you the previews of the female bettas that I will photograph and will make available to be for sale. So let's get started with looking at the guppies, because I want to show you guys something cute. Now I know the camera is not the best quality because it's a live stream, but do you see all the guppy babies? They are so cute. These guys are not a particular type. They're mixed between two different species. You could see two different males, so they'll be either this or the long-tailed one. I forgot the name of these guys, so I hope that I'll be able to find what these guys are called. But we have so many babies. They're so cute. I'm not really sure if I will be selling any guppies. Who knows? But then I also released the new pair that I got. You guys saw them on my previous video where I visited the GCCA fish swap meet. And yeah, these are the new ones. They're really cute. The camera's not really focusing very well. I wish it did better. But this is live, so the quality is a bit not so great. I hope to film them on my camera and make a video in the future so you guys will be able to see them a little better. Because this thing does not want to focus at all. I'm trying to see if there's any options. There's options for weird effects. Look. Dun dun dun! We're black and white. Okay, let's go back to normal. I wish there was an option to focus, but there's enable flash. Will that help? Oh, actually that does help a little bit. You guys can see them a bit better. Let me turn this off so I can see. Yeah, these guppies were pretty pricey. They were $20 for a pair, but they're really nice. You can actually see them a bit better because now with the flash, the camera can focus. And the nice thing is you see the female has some blue and some patterns on her as well. They are both a very young pair. And if you see babies in here, those are babies that were from this tank, so that I couldn't catch. So these are not their babies. But I think I'll try to breed and work on this strain because I do prefer the bluer type guppies. This particular strain is called Japanese bluegrass guppies. So that's what these guys. I'm still trying to figure out what this one is called. I think it's leopard something. And I used to have two of these guys. I only have one more left. They're super nice. They're a little skittish. And then I have these guys, which I don't know their name either. But I have a ton of babies. Look at all the babies. So maybe I'll sell them. I don't know. It is getting a bit colder. So I'd have to kind of figure out if I can. But at the very least, you know, I'll try to breed them, and maybe I could sell them locally, because guppies are not as hardy for shipping as bettas. So we'll see. We'll see. Here are some of the last of the koi and celophanes. I intend to hopefully very soon jar these guys and sell them. They are getting a little aggressive with each other, so I am a little pressed for time. This one is my little favorite that I'm probably going to keep. Most of these are females, actually, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem. But yeah, I really am starting to be pressed for time because, guys, I have news. I'm apartment hunting right now, and we're getting close, and we might be moving very soon. So I need to kind of get this figured out before we move, because I don't know if it's going to complicate anything. But these guys are doing well. They're kind of chilling. There's not that many in here, so they have plenty of room. I also have some endlers in here, so for those of you that might get confused, I just wanted to point that out. I'm keeping the endlers in here so that way I can keep the tank cycled once I do move the Bettas out. So lots of people are here hanging out. We've got CW Aqua Hobby in here. We've got someone says Hunter's Channel, the Toxic Fish. Who else is in here? Infinity Pets, which is my moderator. So we have a lot of fun people. Silverstream Bettas is here. So yay. Thank you for joining me for this awesome Fish Fan Friday. Kind of exciting. It's all live, so you get to see my fishies as they are. And these are, sorry for the reflection. I'm going to try my best to position myself in the best way possible. But these are my shell dwellers. They are still quite young. There's one juvenile right there. Do you see a little baby? Very cute. So they're doing well. Today I kind of did a lot of water changes, so some of the tanks are a little cloudy. So that's kind of what they're looking like, but they're doing well. These guys are really fun. They're actually, whenever I maintain the tank down here, so I'm usually sitting on the floor, and this is an empty tank, so ignore that one. But usually I'm sitting right here if I'm cleaning or looking at the fish or feeding them, and then as I'm sitting, these guys always come out right here, and they'll like congregate by the edge, and they watch me. They're my little creepy fish. So yes, I am going to be moving, and ignore Banana, because she's barking at stuff, but I am going to be moving very soon. Banana, why are you barking? Why are you barking? Okay, come here. And I was like, I must come here and bark. So let me give you an update on my Bettas right here. I got a little distracted with Banana. But this is my 20-gallon long divided tank with male Bettas. And this is the Half Moon Koi male. This is Demon Betta, who I don't know. Banana, shush, stop barking. Why? Why are you barking? Oh my gosh, your eyes are so reflective. But I'm totally wearing PJs right now and pink socks. Banana, do you need attention? Do you need attention? Yeah. With the crazy flashiness. Okay, say hi to everyone. Be cute. And that's it? Yes. Spin. Oh, good job. Pretty? Yay! Banana's cuteness of the day. So back to the fish. Also, wait, someone says, guess what? Petco's having a $1 per gallon sale. Oh my god, again? I think they have these $1 per gallon sales every, I think it's 4 times a year, and it's tempting to buy more, but I should probably wait till I move before I can get more tanks. Also, let me look at the comments really quickly for a little bit. Someone, they're talking about dwarf frogs. Someone's asking, how do I become a moderator? Usually, I choose people that comment on a lot of my videos regularly. So over time, you do become a mod. Usually, you don't become a mod by asking for a mod, because then I have a ton of people asking me, and it kind of gets a little annoying. So, pretty much if you comment and watch and thumbs up my videos regularly, one day you may magically get mod status. And I appreciate all the moderators because they help keep the chat family friendly, kid friendly, you know, keep all the trolls out, and they're doing an awesome job. Today, since I am live streaming from my cell phone, I can't really assign any new mods because I don't really know how to do it on mobile. So yeah, that's kind of the struggle. Also, someone's asking, Sarah's asking, where did you get the dividers? So these dividers are from Life with Pets on YouTube. Sheila and her husband make these. They're custom made and they are awesome. she makes them, oh, I'm like bumping into things. She makes them for 20-gallon long tanks, as well as they work for 5 gallons. And I think she might have ones that fit this. I don't know for sure, but I know that the dividers can. I can't words today. The dividers can fit the 5.5 gallons and also the 20-gallon long tanks. You can go on her website. She should have more information about whether or not the divider will fit the type of tank you have. So back to talking about all these lovely guys. For some reason, Arnold went in the back. He's gonna go flare at himself. He always does. He sees his reflection, and then he's gonna go and be angry at himself in the corner. But after I do move, we're still in the process of finding an apartment. We found one place that's pretty cool. We're gonna put an application for that, and we'll try to look for a few more places. After I move, I really hope to breed him, and I really hope to breed him. So, oh, I'm sorry, I startled you. So hopefully we will have some awesome Bettas in the future. This guy still doesn't have a name. I can't seem to pick a name that kind of sticks. He is showing some iridescence on his tail, which is something that's a little new. I haven't noticed that much, but now that the flash is kind of showing light directly onto him, you can kind of see there is some iridescence. He used to be kind of a koi type pattern. Now he's all red, and he is a plaquette. This one, Mr. Blueberry, is turning completely blue with this cute little white face that is all that's left, and his scraggly little ends for when he did used to temporarily fin nip himself. So his fins are going back quite nicely. He seems to be happy. Right here, he looks kind of derpy with his white little face, but I think it's cute. Oh, someone came here. Hello. Hello, Arnold. I'm trying to focus my camera. Do you see Arnold's mustache? That's what it looks like. It looks like he's got a goatee going on. But the downside of Arnold is he does have a lot of iridescence. Do you see all that on his tail? That is something I don't really want in my koi line. I'm hoping to breed that out, possibly. I hope to breed him to a female that does not have any iridescence, and I'm hoping that will help a little bit. But he's still really pretty. Ideally, I would like to breed koi that really Bettas that really look like koi and retain their colors really well. But that doesn't mean that I don't like the iridescence. I think the iridescence look really awesome. It's just that usually it's an indicator that the betta will completely turn dark or bluish over time, because colors do layer on bettas. So usually black is on top, so a betta can have colors underneath, but once black takes over, it'll kind of cover everything. So let's see. And then last but not least is the koi daddy. Where did he go? He's flaring at himself back there. He actually is almost completely black and blue. His name is Samurai, and he does not want to say hi right now. He was out earlier, but let's see what's going on. Someone's spamming. Please don't spam. If you do spam a lot, then the moderators have the power to ban or the power to delete messages. So, oh, Big City Bettas, Amber is here. Yay! Now we have more awesome people hanging out on our live stream video, our surprise live stream video. With the stands, I got these, I forgot what they're called, but I got them at Home Depot. They're not that great. I would like to get better, more sturdy and stronger ones. These are a little flimsy. Like, if I touch, like, you see how easily everything kind of really wobbles? It makes me really paranoid. So, in the future, I definitely wouldn't put these heavy 20 gallons on these racks. I would probably do smaller tanks and don't put that much weight. And I do have to research and look into getting a better rack system or some sort of setup. When I do, I will tell you guys and share that with you. Also, thank you everyone for joining us to the live stream. If you have joined us, then I'm super, super happy. And someone pointed out if it has iridescence, it's not a koi. Yeah, that's really why I want to breed the iridescence out, or usually why you want to avoid, because then you're not going to get a true koi, and it's hard to get a true koi. I know there is a breeder. I think in Indonesia. I'm not really sure, but I have to find that has been working on a koi line, and supposedly he's worked on it for so long that it's not considered a marble betta anymore. It can be considered a true koi because the fish are retaining their koi patterns. Now, I don't know if this is true. I would have to see the fish. I would have to confirm it. I've just heard it. It's kind of exciting. So yeah, that's kind of that thing. So before we continue showing off all the other tanks live, I thought it would be cool to show you something. Let me reach over. I got my first piece of fan mail, and Mookie sneezed on it, so it's gross because of Mookie, but now it's marked with love. So I got my first fan letter, and I love that in this letter not only I was mentioned, but also Sheila from Life with Pets. So thank you so much. And I'm trying to do this one-handedly, and look at this. I got this collage that says Creative Pet Keeping. How cool is that? It's my first ever fan mail. I'm so excited. I'm trying to open it up so I can read the name of who signed it. Where is that? I also got some Aqueon, $2 off, which is always helpful with supplies. And I think there's a name on the envelope, so I don't have a name, so I'm sorry if I can't see your name, but I really appreciate the fan mail. And for those of you that would like to send me something, I do have a P.O. box. My P.O. box is on my website, creativepetkeeping.com, because I don't remember what it is yet. If you do send me some fan mail, I will be really happy, and I will cherish it forever. But also, I will try to open it up on Fish Fan Friday, so that's going to be super exciting. And yeah, we all need coupons for fish food and coupons in general. So I am super happy. I'm trying to look through the comments because it's hard to see and interact with all the comments on mobile because they go by so fast. So someone's asking what prices are you selling your bettas at. I have the prices on my website, so you can check those out. I also made a video about it, so you should go on a quest and find the video, because I explain my prices and the decisions as to why. Someone says there's a rack by Hefty, and it's amazing. They hold up to 540 gallon. What? No, 540 gallon breeders. Okay, I can't read, and they're only $60. I'm gonna have to look it up, because this one is supposed to hold a lot of weight, but I'm not sure if I'm 100% happy. I mean, there's also another part that is supposed to be another one up here. But as you can see, since I have a slanted ceiling here, I can't really stack my tanks very high. So because I'm not 100% convinced with this rack, I don't necessarily want to recommend it just yet. Because, don't want to recommend bad stuff for anybody. Also, someone says I should breed half moons and delta tails. I am going to be breeding this guy, who is a half moon. And I start with him again. I am sorry. I'm sorry I keep scaring you. I didn't mean to. You're so timid over here. But he's so beautiful. He is starting to turn a little bit black on his body. But that is the fate. That is the fate of the marbles. He still retains a lot of cellophanes on his tail, which is cool. How do you afford all your fish tanks, fish food? I buy food that is in bulk, in larger quantity that is cheaper. So, I think, what was one of the brands that I got? I completely forgot. Let me see if I can... I have a container and I wrote it down. Okay, so here's some of the stuff. It's falling out. Oh, there we go. Dr. Ken's. I wrote it down on here so I don't forget the name, because I'm really bad at forgetting. But here's where I'm keeping some of my fish food and my... This is the coolest thing ever. It's one of those thermometers. It's got a little laser and you can point it and get like, bam, temperature. So that's always fun. I'm pointing this thing at everything. So let's kind of move over here, because after this live video, I do intend to photograph my bettas, and hopefully either tonight or tomorrow morning, post, or not really morning, sometime tomorrow or either today, post more females and a few males for sale. Now the ones that I am going to be putting on for sale will be the dark colored metallics. That is because I really want to sell these guys first and let the little kois grow out before I make them available. Now, the thing that's going to be a little different with these guys is they are only going to be available for about a week or two, and any of the fish that won't be sold will be sold to my local fish store, because I do really need to make room to jar the other koi as well as these cellophanes. So if you would like one of these guys, there is a little bit of a time period that you gotta quickly decide if you want. Now I have some of these guys are the aqua colored ones, and I don't know if I can show you guys with the flashlight. So these guys have really beautiful like aqua color iridescence, and this female does not want to move. Girl, scooch over. So it's hard to see. There's a lot of glare, but they're super pretty. And then the interesting thing about these guys is these purples are starting to lighten up. I've been keeping them in water with tannins, and I'm starting to wonder if that is helping them marble, and if these guys might marble. So this girl, she used to be really dark, and now she's kind of like this light lavenderish color. So, and she made a big poop right here. Bad girl. But I'm actually very curious to see if this girl might marble. There's a possibility she may go koi or cellophane. It's hard to tell. I also probably am going to be listing these two. I'm considering keeping this female. I'm not sure. She's another one of the aqua colored, so you can see, it's hard to point. Yeah, so you see a lot of that aqua sheen right there. She has a nice body, so I'm considering maybe keeping her to send her to a show. And then this is a cool guy because besides his weird curve on the bottom, he is one of my very few spade tails. So if you see the tail at the back, it doesn't have a complete roundness. It's got more of like a spade tail, and he's got that little extra bump hanging out right there. So he's pretty cool. I don't know how good his form is. I might take some pictures of him and send him to a few betta breeders to get their feedback. But he's kind of really, really awesome. And then I've got this purple female right here who's also lightening up. All my purples are really lightening up. And it's very interesting. I'm wondering if she would be considered a pineapple purple, because there's dark on her, like little black, but it's underneath her scales, and whenever you have like dark in between scales, they call it pineapple, the pattern. So I'm wondering about that. I'm not really sure. Also, thank you to Amber for answering a lot of questions, because I am not really, while I'm talking, I do get distracted, so I can't see all the comments in the chat. So I really, really do appreciate it when other betta experts can kind of chime in and answer some of the questions that I might be missing. I still have to do water changes for these 3 jars. I haven't done that yet. I was going to do that after I photograph them. But I also have a blue female here. She's the only, well, she's not really blue. She's more like purple iridescent. She's, oh, wrong color light. She's the only one that reflects blue. I don't have any other metallics that reflect blue. She's the only one, so she's kind of a one of a kind from my spawn, at least. I mean, I don't think she's a rare color or anything, but she's rare for me over here. Let me kind of look through my comments. Jerry says, do you have Dumbo ear bettas? Currently I don't. I've actually never had one. And I don't really know if I want to keep them or not. I think they're cute. But then I've noticed some of the Dumbo-eared bettas, their pectoral fins are so huge, it's hard for them to swim. And we're creating fish that are having even more hard time swimming with already long fin. If they are Dumbo plaquettes, I guess it's not that bad, but if they are like half moon Dumbos, I mean, they're just all finnage and little fish in the middle. So I'm not really sure how I feel about those yet. Am I ever planning on breeding and selling endlers? I've bred them for myself so I can get like a nice group going. Oh, my phone just made a thing. It made a noise. So I'm hoping, not hoping, but I made a group for myself that went in the 20-gallon tall with the plecos. But after that, I don't really have a good line going for my endlers. And there was a little inbreeding going, so I don't know if I should... I don't feel comfortable selling fish that I know don't come from like good lines or might have some sort of inbreeding, because I don't want to sell fish that might potentially have issues down the line. Let's look at some more comments. How long until baby bettas become free swimming? Usually about 3 days, give or take. Sometimes maybe it could be maybe 4. It depends on your temperature and your water parameters. Can you combine spawns of different ages to one tank? And then it says, well, the comment disappeared. I got luck with my first 3 spawns and have a bunch of babies, so I would like to get them in a bigger grow tank. If you don't mind not keeping track of how your spawns turned out, because some people like to document specifically what kind of fish their fish produced, you can mix them. Just make sure they're the appropriate sizes, so they're compatible. Also keep in mind, the more fish you mix together, there is always a possibility if disease breaks out, all your fish can get sick. Oh, this girl's being mean back there. So sometimes keeping spawns in separate grow out tanks is safer to help prevent diseases. So this is my 20-gallon long female sorority setup. This female right here is from Flora Aquatics. This is one of my own koi females. And then I have another female. Oh, there we go. This female, which kind of looks like Bandit that Sheila has from Life with Pets. She's mostly cellophane with just a little bit black on her. And then these are my 2 Petco females that I'm keeping in here. Now I did take out the mom because she hasn't been eating very well for me. So she's just hanging out right here. She has been eating today. But I'm keeping her in a jar with a lot of tannins. I'm hoping some little alone time where I get to individually feed her her favorite things will be a little bit better. Girl, you're being so mean today. Why? Why? Ever since I took her out, it's kind of upset the balance that these girls have worked out between each other. So they have been chasing each other a bit, but if you look at their fins still look in pretty good shape. As long as you don't have a lot of heavy fin nipping, you don't have to worry. Some nips here and there are okay. If you have fish obsessively chasing other fish, that definitely becomes a problem. Let me look at some comments. Also, thank you, Infinity Pets, for being an admin. And let me take off my case because my phone is starting to overheat, guys. Rah, this is so weird. You guys are naked. Whoa, my phone is hot. These live streams heat up my phone for sure, but this will help cool it off. That's also an indicator that I probably won't be able to live stream for that much longer, because I don't want my phone to explode in my hands, because it's getting super, super hot. Next time when I live stream, I'll make sure to take my case off first, so that way, this doesn't heat up, because man, whew, it's super, super hot. Also, fun tip of the day. Besides buying aquarium salt, you guys can use kosher sea salt for your aquarium. Kosher salt. As long as it doesn't have any of the caking ingredients. So you gotta look in the ingredients list and check. I haven't used this one yet, but I bought it because I'm running out of my normal aquarium salt, which is right here. If you're not sure, then you can always get this stuff. Usually, if you don't have many tanks, you usually are not going to be using a lot of this stuff anyways. But, oh man, my phone is so hot. I'm like trying to hold it in like ankles that it won't melt my fingers. The struggle is real, guys. The struggle is so real. But it's so much fun giving you guys updates live because, I don't know, we get to experience live stuff. I definitely like it when I watch other YouTubers. I'm going to get on the floor here. When I watch other YouTubers and they actually do live streams too, because, I don't know, there's something cool about seeing people's pets, like right then and there, because it feels like you're there. It feels like you're hanging out with me in my little kitchen fish room. We're hanging out together and we're checking out my fish. And speaking of checking out fish, I should probably feed my little fish so you guys can see them eat. So let me try to do this one-handedly. I'm gonna use the power of my knees to try to open this. Rah. I can't even. This shouldn't be so hard. There we go. This is skills. I'm almost done with the flakes. I replaced the flakes. I have a huge bag of flakes that I replaced. Trying to get these out without coming out. Actually, I can just pour them out right here. I like keeping them in here because this used to be a bloodworm container, like freeze-dried bloodworms, and it comes with this silica patch. And the silica absorbs any moisture and water, so it helps keep your food fresh. So I'm just going to grab a little bit, not a whole lot. And then, gonna feed the guppies. And now you get to see them eat once they figure out there's food. Oh, there we go. They're starting to figure it out. Oh, they're so cute. They're all having their little nums. Their second meal of the day. I do try to feed this tank a little more often, 2 to 3 times a day, because I do have so many babies in here. But they're definitely enjoying being fed. And yeah, I should probably give some to my shell dwellers as well. So I'll pour it up here. And as the food sinks, the shell dwellers will eat, but I just kind of have to back up a little bit as to not intimidate them. That one's watching me. This one's like, I know you're there. It's like, is it safe? Oh, there we go. Got a little tiny piece. Let me see if I can see my comments. Oh, Caroline says she has to go. Thanks for joining us. And also thank you for Big City Bettas again for answering a lot of questions and helping out. It's really makes it easier for me because I have to rotate my hands now between holding this phone because this phone is on fire. It's so hot. It's overheating. And the comments do disappear every now and then, and as I'm holding the camera and walking around, I do also have to pay attention to what I'm doing, because I'm pretty clumsy, and I do have a potential to probably fall and, you know, trip and knock all my aquariums over. There's always a possibility of that happening, but these guys are starting to eat. They're a little shy, but they'll come out as food drops and kind of swims around the tank. They get excited. Oh, there's this big piece. They're pretty happy to be munching on their nums. Happy little fishies eating their foods. La 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 la. Making a song. Also, there is currently, from what it looks like, 65 people that have joined us in this live stream. We have 54 thumbs up, so if you could give this live stream a thumbs up, I would definitely appreciate it, since there's more view than thumbs up. There definitely should be more thumbs up. Oh, they're going up. They're going up. Because giving the live stream thumbs up really helps it a lot. So I really appreciate the support from everyone. And it's just fun to kind of hang out. Besides the fact that my phone feels like it's on fire. Because it's so hot. That would be crazy if my phone like exploded on live stream. That would be like the worst but interesting story ever. So if anything goes wrong, now you guys are going to wonder, did it blow up? Let's hope not. So let's take another closer look at the koi that are growing out. This koi is particularly cute because she's got little black lips. So she's kind of looks like she has lipstick going on, and I wish my phone focused more, but it's not. But she's pretty cute. I definitely hope to be selling her in the future. This one got in a squabble and has a little rip in its fin, so this girl will probably be one of the derp fish that maybe get discounted. We'll see what happens. Or maybe I'll sell locally. This one I'm really thinking about keeping because this is the cutest, tiniest little itsy bitsy koi ever, and I'm really thinking about keeping this tiny little girl just because she's so adorable. And let's see. Comments. What air pumps do you use in your fish room? Good question. Oh man, it's a hodgepodge of old air pumps, and I'll show you where they are. So I tried to hide them. Fake plants are awesome in trying to hide things. So all my air pumps, and I only have 2. Oh, my air pump is about to fall. Oh boy. It kind of plopped over. So I have one of these basic ones. I don't remember what brand is this. I think, is it Aqueon? What is this? Yeah, no. I don't know. So mystery air pump number 1 that's super old. And then I have a bigger one and then some power cords back there. So I actually have 2. And I just hide. Oh, it's hard to do this one-handedly. I'll fix it later, but I hide them behind plants that are fake, and then it kind of helps with the whole jungle theme. I've also done it here where I just put a little IKEA plant to kind of try to cover up the all the extension cords, mumbo jumbo. I swear, one of these days, this place is gonna catch on fire. There's so much cords. So good thing I'm gonna be moving because this is kind of a fire hazard over here. You do have to be very careful when you plan out where you're going to put your aquariums, where you're going to put all your extension cords and cables. Make sure that they're all above, off the floors. You can see all of mine are either on the sides up here. This one is actually, it's in the bucket because I actually want to keep it off in case anything spilled right here. This one is right here behind the tank, but nothing is on the ground. You don't want anything on the ground because it can become quite a hazard when you spill stuff, and I spill stuff all the time because I am a derpy derp, and derpy derps spill things everywhere. There's also my bucket. I also have my live cultures that Amber from Big City Bettas sent me. I think Sheila did a unboxing today. I mean, I saw it on the computer, but I didn't have a chance to watch it yet, so I kind of wonder if she has the same type of live cultures that I do, because that would be cool to see. And let's see, let's look at the comments. We're talking about snails. Someone said I banned KFC Infinity Pets. Kind of makes it sound like KFC chicken. The chicken has been banned, guys. The chicken has been banned. Also, thank you. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying it, but the moderators really help because I can't really moderate very well on mobile. Yeah, Big City Bettas. She's giving us all the worms. Yes, I told Amber it's a good thing she doesn't send out any types of crabs to anyone, because then she'd be telling everyone that she's giving all of us crabs, and that'd be a whole type of other joke that's not really that great. So let's go back over here. The rest of my house is kind of messy, so because we're organizing and moving things around, so because of that, I don't think I'm going to show you today the bristlenose plecos and the 20-gallon tall, but you guys can still enjoy looking at all of these guys or girls. On my lovely ladies over here, and my snail apocalypse. I have so many snails. It's so crazy. And then I'm starting to have a big collection of a lot of floating plants. I mean, look at this. This is pretty cool. There is some, I forgot what this is called. It's with an S. And I'm worried because these girls are swimming up. They're going to jump out and bite me. But there's something with an S. Then there's duckweed in here. Then there is some water lettuce in here as well. So it's like a cool combination of floating plants. And recently I added the frogbit. I keep calling it fogbit, but it's frogbit. And the frogbit is right there. I poked it. I poked the frogbit. And then I'm starting to lose track of what I have. But doesn't it look cool, guys? It looks so interesting. So I'm kind of in love with floating plants. I think they are definitely the underrated plants of the aquarium world. Girls, stop being mean. Stop it. They want me to feed them. They're getting sassy. But, yeah. So Jerry has to go. I'm probably going to be going soon, guys, as well, because it's almost 40 minutes of a live stream, and my phone is super hot. Like, and it's on fire, guys. It's on fire. And I do have to set up the lights and start to photograph these girls as well as a few other fish, and then I have to pick out photos. It's hard to photograph dark fish. It's definitely a struggle for me. So I sit there and I have to take like 50 photos of each fish, and then I have to pick one that's good. So, oh, what type of phone do I have? Someone's asking. I have a Galaxy S6. So I would like to eventually update in the future, but currently, because of all the moving and stuff, I don't know if I can afford to get a new phone. So I'm going to keep this phone till it probably melts or explodes, whichever comes first. But that's going to probably happen. Joy says, your Bettas are beautiful and so healthy. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate the compliment. So, yeah, that's kind of all. These are all the cards I've been cutting. So I can card. Since I'm doing water changes, and I've already done water changes on all the bottom jars and these, I carded everyone, but these are the little cards I'm using. I keep switching colors. And then if you notice, some of these guys have yellow sticky notes, some of them have blue. And the reason for that is I've lost a couple of the labels for them. So I made the new labels, and I made them in a different color to kind of help me remember the different numbers I've given everyone. I definitely need to think of a better way to organize and label and number my fish. That is something I hope to improve upon in future spawns, and as I kind of figure out better ways, I hope to share them with you guys. So it'll help you guys with your little betta breeding hobby or business or whatever you do. Someone's saying, how much do you pay for your water bills and electricity? Electricity is my mom works for a electricity provider company, so we get a discount on this house at least. It's not going to be the case in where I move, but that's been helping. In regards to water, I actually don't know. I think we get like a fixed amount every year. So we don't get paid based on how much we use. We just pay a certain amount every year. I think that's what it is. I'm not really sure. When thinking about electricity usage, in regards to fish, lights are what take up the most electricity versus your heaters or filters. So that is something to think about. Luckily, I use a lot of LED lights, which don't consume a whole lot. And you can use ways to light up multiple tanks. So for example, if I had tanks on the bottom, you see how this is so bright underneath because these tanks are bare bottom. What I could have done if I wanted to is if, let's say I had this tank up here, or I had no gravel up here but had the light, this tank on the bottom would need to be lit up because all the light would shine through. So you can actually light up 2 tanks or 3 tanks at a time, especially if you're breeding and need lower light, medium light tanks. You don't need a whole lot of light for specific plants. That could be one way to save on energy. And yeah, a lot of you guys are starting to head out. And wait, what's going to happen? Someone's saying sorry for your loss. What happened? What happened? Oh, Infinity Pets. Dumbo passed away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you lost your fishy. It's always hard when you lose a pet. Especially because we all get attached, and all of our fishies are special to us in their own unique special fishy way. So, oh, Flints Forums just came on, I think, over here. Right when I'm about to probably head out, because this stream is past 40 minutes. And my phone is on fire, so actually, instead of saying that I'm gonna go, I think I might actually go. I think this has been... Flint's Fishboard is like, no, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I've been on for forever and my phone is melting. It's melting. And, I also turned off all the fans right now in the windows, so it's getting super hot in here, so I'm, like, cooking in this kitchen. Ironically, because I'm in the kitchen. We should be cooking, but not our bodies. But, I'm gonna back up a little bit to kind of show you guys, I cleaned look, the floor is clean. So for once, I can actually show you. I mean, it doesn't really look that clean, but I can actually for once show you this place kind of zoomed out a little bit so you guys can see my little corner. I used to have a table right here, so this used to be a normal functioning kitchen, and then fish happened. So that's what happens when, you know, you YouTube, and then you become a crazy fish keeper, and then your fish just take over your life. But yeah, such a clean floor. Oh, this never happens. This is just today. I specifically, and you don't even see, there's like mess on the other side, and there's the rest of my house is so messy right now. But I thought about making a normal Fish Fan Friday, but then I was like, you know, I'll be live because it's just fun to hang out with you guys, answer your questions on a Fish Fan Friday, and instead of normal live streams where you see my face and I'm talking, it's kind of cool to see the fish live. At least I particularly enjoy it with other YouTubers, so I thought you guys would kind of, you know, appreciate it and enjoy it and hang out with me, and then you guys can interact with each other. I'll try to make it a habit to live stream once a week. Some live streams I will be kind of sitting at my computer because sometimes I do Google Hangouts with other fish keepers. Sometimes I'll do stuff by myself, but definitely want to make a habit of talking to you guys more often. This place is still messy, and guess what? So I'm soaking my driftwood, and I keep changing the water every day, and it's still so nasty. So nasty and yellow. I gotta change it again today. So that's kind of what's happening over here. There's my water that I prepared for my water changes, and then this I put on top of the container to prevent my cats from drinking out of there because they're troublemakers. So on that note, I'm gonna back off and kind of show you guys this area for the last time, and I think I'm going to say bye because it's kind of I'm holding my phone on the very edges, and it's actually no, it's really hot to the fact that I'm starting to get pretty concerned. Daniel, my boyfriend, he fixes phones. He works for a phone place, and I think I'm gonna actually have him take my phone in and take it apart and take a look at it, because your phone, I mean, phones get hot when you use them, but this is kind of like an alarming hotness. So we should get that fixed before my phone explodes on a future video. So thank you so much for everyone that has joined me. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up on your way out, and if you want, you can also leave some more comments when this video uploads and becomes permanent on here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope to see you guys soon and have plenty more awesome videos and adventures to come. Bye, guys!